What's up guys, and welcome back to another new video on the channel. And in today's video, I will show you the top 10 couple from the beginning early relationship of anime. So if you guys like the video, don't forget to leave your like and subscribe to the channel. And also, join on my Discord server, link in the description. Anyway, let's start the video. Number 10. 3D Girlfriend. For Hikari Tsutsui, life within the two-dimensional realm is much simpler. Socially inept and awkward, he immerses himself in video games and anime, only to be relentlessly ridiculed and ostracized by his classmates. Sharing his memory is Yuto Itu, his only friend, who wears cat ears and is equally obsessed with the world of games. After being forced to clean the pool as punishment for arriving late, Tsutsui meets Iroha Igarashi, but he attempts to steer clear of her, as her notoriety precedes her. Brazenly blunt, loathed by female classmates, and infamous for messing around with boys, Tsutsui believes that getting involved with her would cause nothing but problems. This anime is a story revolving around these two outcasts, a boy full of emotions he has never experienced before, and struggling to lay them bare, and a girl who strives to break him out of his shell. Number 9. Momokuri. After taking 100 secret photos and observing him from afar for months, second-year high schooler Yuki Kurihara has finally mustered up the courage to ask out her first-year crush, Shinya Momotsuki. Although taken by surprise, the bashful Momo accepts. However, he does not know the profoundly abnormal truth. As her straight-laced friend, Norika Mitsuyama, has observed, Yuki has developed some unnerving but nonetheless sincere habits, taking pictures of Momo in secret, doing extensive research into his personal life, collecting his used straws, and even going Momo watching. Though Momo remains blissfully unaware of his new girlfriend's peculiar habits, he does notice some oddities in her daily conversations. Still unsure and nervous about his first relationship, Momo finds himself regularly getting into awkward interactions due to his inexperience, but nevertheless resolves to make his new girlfriend happy. Momokuri follows Yuki and Momo as they shyly explore their newfound love, and also deal with the problems that arise from it. Number 8. Girl Demon Zakuro. Second Lieutenant Kei Agamaki, the son of a famous general, has hidden his extreme fear of paranormal beings all of his life. However, when he and two other officers are reassigned to live and work with Yukai in the Ministry of Spirit Affairs, he is brought face to face with his worst nightmare. Now, with the help of the fox spirit, Kushimatsu, he and his fellow officers must learn to work alongside yokai maidens to solve paranormal cases. Set in the midst of an alternate version of Japanese westernization, Otome Yukai Zakuro explores the clashes and unions that can occur when East meets West, local meets foreign, and women meet men. The unusual alliance of the yokai maidens and human officers must learn to work together in a world that is changing around them. Number 7. Orange. Naho Takamiya's first day of her sophomore year of high school is off to an uneasy start. After waking up late, she receives a strange letter addressed to her. However, the letter is from herself, 10 years in the future. At first, Naho is skeptical of the note. Yet, after witnessing several events described to take place, she realizes that the letter really is from her 26-year-old self. The note details that Naho's future life is filled with regrets, and she hopes that her younger self can correct the mistakes that were made in the past. The letter also warns her to keep a close eye on the new transfer student, Kakuru Naruse. Naho must be especially careful in making decisions involving him, as Kakuru is not around in the future. With the letter as her guide, Naho now has the power to protect Kakuru before she comes to regret it once more. Number 6. Putting his life on the line, William Cambridge leaves his loved ones behind and sets out to battle a mysterious monster. And even though he is victorious, he is rendered frozen in ice. It's during his icy slumber that terrifying creatures known as beasts emerge on the Earth's surface and threaten humanity's existence. Willem awakens 500 years later, only to find himself the sole survivor of his race as mankind is wiped out. Together with the other surviving races, William takes refuge on the floating islands in the sky. Living in fear of the beasts below, he lives a life of loneliness and only does odd jobs to get by. One day he is tasked with being a weapon storehouse caretaker. Thinking nothing of it, William accepts, but then he soon realizes that these weapons are actually a group of young leprechauns. Though they bear every resemblance to humans, they have no regard for their own lives, identifying themselves as mere weapons of war. Among them is Alinota Seniorius, who is more than willing to sacrifice herself if it means defeating the beasts and ensuring peace. William becomes something of a father figure for the young leprechauns, watching over them fondly and supporting them in any way he can. He, who once fought so bravely on the front lines, can now only hope that the ones being sent to battle return safely from the monsters that destroyed his kind. Number 5. The Moon is Beautiful. With the new school year comes a new crowd of classmates, and for their final year of junior high, aspiring writer Kotaro Azumi and track team member Akane Mizuno end up in the same class. Though initially complete strangers, a few chance encounters stir an innocent desire within their hearts. A yearning gaze, a fluttering heart, the hallmarks of young love slip into their lives as fate brings their paths to a cross. However, though love is patient and love is kind, Kotaro and Akane discover it is not always straightforward. Despite the comfort they find in each other's company, heartache and anxiety come hand in hand with pursuing feelings in their hearts. With the uncertainty of how the other truly feels, as well as competing afflictions of those around them, the road ahead is unclear. Even so, under the shining light of the beautiful full moon, Kotaro gathers his courage to ask Akane a single question, one that forever changes their quiet relationship. Number 4. Ureshura. The infidelity of Ita Kido's parents not only made his family fall apart, but also made him skeptic of love. Having no intention to delve into romance, Ita devotes his entire high school life to his studies in order to become a doctor. It did not take long for the beautiful and popular Masuzu Natsukawa to notice Ita's apathy. Tired of being the object of people's affection, she asks him to pretend to be her boyfriend, as she too feels disgusted at the notion of love. Ita, however, refuses. Yet, Masuzu has one trick left up her sleeve, Ita's journal, and threatening to post the embarrassing content online if he does not comply. Now entangled in a fake romance with the most desired girl at school, Ita's life is turned upside down. Whether envied by his peers or receiving a confession, he must cope with his newfound relationship and all the troubles that come along with it. Number 3. Bakemonogatari. Koyomi Araragi, a third-year high school student, manages to survive a vampire attack with the help of Mimi Ashino, a strange man residing in an abandoned building. Though being saved from vampirism and now a human again, several side effects such as superhuman abilities and enhanced vision still remain. Regardless, Araragi tries to live the life of a normal student with the help of his friend and the class president, Tsubasa Hanekawa. When fellow classmate Hitagi Shinjo Gahara falls down the stairs and is caught by Araragi, the boy realizes that the girl is unnaturally weightless. Despite Shinjo Gahara's protests, Araragi insists he help her, deciding to enlist the aid of Oshino, the very man who had once helped him with his own predicament. Through several tales involving demons and gods, Bakemonogatari follows Araragi as he attempts to help those who suffer from supernatural maladies. Number 2. Nisekoi, False Love. Raku Ichijo, a first-year student at Bonyori High School, is the sole heir to an intimidating Yakuza family. 10 years ago, Raku made a promise to his childhood friend. Now, all he has to go on is a pendant with a lock, which can only be unlocked with a key which the girl took with her when they parted. Now, years later, Raku has grown into a typical teenager, and all he wants to remain is uninvolved in his Yakuza background as possible, while spending his high school days alongside his middle school crush, Kozaki Onodera. However, when the American Beehive gang invades his family's turf, Raku's idyllic romantic dreams are sent at a toss when he is dragged into a frustrating conflict. Raku is to pretend that he is in a romantic relationship with Chitoji Kirasaki, the beautiful daughter of the Beehive's chief, so as to reduce the friction between the two groups. Unfortunately, reality could not be farther from this whooping lie. Raku and Chitogi fall in hate at first sight, as the girl is convinced he is a pathetic pushover, and in Raku's eyes, Chitogi is about as attractive as a savage gorilla. Nisakoi follows the daily antics of this mismatched couple, who have been forced to get along for the sake of maintaining the city's peace. With many more girls popping up in his life, all involved with Raku's past somehow, his search for the girl who holds his heart and his promise leads him in more and more unexpected directions than he ever expected. Number 1. Golden Time. Due to a tragic accident, Banritada is struck with amnesia, dissolving the memories of his hometown and past. However, after befriending Mitsu Yanagisawa, he decides to move on and begin a new life at law school in Tokyo. But just as he is beginning to adjust to his college life, the beautiful Kokokaga dramatically barges into Banri's life, and their chance meeting marks the beginning of an unforgettable year. And after having a glimpse of college life, Banri learns that he is in a new place and a new world. A place where he can be reborn, to have new friends, fall in love, make mistakes, and grow. And as he begins to discover who he was, the path he has chosen leads him towards a blindingly bright life that he will never want to forget. Well, this was today's video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave your like and subscribe to the channel, and always enter on my Discord server. Link will be in the description of the video. Anyway, see you in the next video.